I hope you're doing well. Good. I hope life is treating you fairly. In today's video, I want to talk about a book that I recently read and somehow changed or at least inspired a part of my creative journey. It had been sitting on my to-be-R for quite too long until a person came and was like, read the book. So I read the book. So before that, you should grab your cup of coffee or whatever drink is keeping you company while you're working, relaxing, or simply passing the time. I hope you'll enjoy the video until the end. There are several things that made me enjoy the book Steal Like an Artist. One idea is very important and interesting to me was that every new idea is a remix of previous ideas. In life in general, not just in art, we are constantly inspired by the world around us. For the longest time, I thought that in order to create something, you need to bring a very original idea that no one have ever thought about. It's stupid, because the more I look around, I realize that everything we admire came from something else. Whether it's fashion, cars, music, literature, painting, every creation carries traces of what came before it. Because when inspiration hits you, it doesn't stay the same. You take it, you filter it through your own experiences, your memories, your references, your emotions, your success, even your wounds. Then you put everything into a box, you mix it properly, and whatever you got is exactly what we call uniquely yours. The original idea might not have started with you, but the way you interpret it, you transform it and bring it to life is what makes it really your own creation. Like, let's take a painting of the sky, for example. Imagine a canvas filled with clouds. To one person, it's simply a beautiful sky. To another, it is a sign of an approaching storm. And to me, it could be just like something completely different from both of them. I might look at those clouds and see reflection of freedom, nostalgia, because what I paint isn't just the sky. It's my interpretation shaped by my own experience and emotions. So maybe creativity isn't about inventing something new from absolutely nothing, but maybe it's just about transforming what already exists into something that could have been created by you. Another idea from the book that really stayed with me for quite too long, that you don't have to wait until you find your style to begin. I think a lot of us have fallen into this trap at some point, that we end up delaying the very thing that give us those answers. We wait until everything else makes sense. We wait until we have a clear vision of what we want to become. But the truth is, most people don't discover their style by thinking about it. They discover it by doing it. When I look at artists, filmmakers, creators, musicians that I admire, I realize that the first work that they started with is very different from the one they continued with. To be honest, this idea is very comforting because they didn't find their style hidden somewhere. They made it by creating now and then until they found the one that really clicked to them and they find themselves in it. Every sketch, every painting, every project, every failed attempt teaches you something about yourself. Little by little, you start noticing patterns. Certain colors keeps popping up. Certain subjects attract you more than others, and some stories feel more meaningful to tell. And before you know it, a style starts emerging. What connects my work is emotion. I use colors, combinations, contrasts, memories, and references to communicate emotions that are sometimes difficult to put into words. If I had to describe my style today, I would say it's not a style built on form. I would call it emotional painting. Clarity sometimes can keep us stuck, and sometimes clarity is the reward that comes after the work, not before it. There is a specific idea that really I also took personally, and it's that share your work before you finish it. We artists or creators in general treat our work as babies. You always keep it protected in a cocoon until it's ready to be revealed to the world, while in reality, people enjoy the behind the scenes, enjoy the process more. They love to know the story behind, and most of the time, the imperfections that are in the work are the ones that really makes it true and relatable to them. If we wait for perfection before sharing anything, we often end up creating nothing at all. And that's the case for most of the paintings that are sitting in the studio. I truly believe that creativity rewards courage more than certainty. The people who create extraordinary things are not the people with the best ideas. They are often people brave enough to take the lead, to take the risk, and trust themselves to improve along the way. There is one quote that I wanted to save until the end of the video, and it goes like, "The chief enemy of creativity is good taste." When I first came across these words, they reminded me that trends come and go. Styles change. What's popular today might be forgotten tomorrow. Genuine creativity, honest expression, and meaningful work always find their audience. Maybe that's why it's important not to wait for the perfect idea, the perfect style, or the perfect moment. Just create, just share, experiment, make mistakes, allow yourself to be seen, and most importantly, allow yourself to grow. Thank you so much for watching until the end. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you'd like to follow more of my creative journey, you can find me on TikTok and Instagram. I'm daily active there. Until next time, I will tell you, take care of yourselves and keep existing on your own terms. If you don't create art, don't forget you are art yourself. See you. Goodbye.